on Salvage Hunters.
Wow.
Drew's captivated by a Northumberland country house.
This house just gets better. Oh, is that too horrid?
That is...
Sorry.
And baffled at the English-Scottish border.
Is that Scotland there?
Could well be.
Or is that Scotland there? Can't decide.
There are mysteries to be solved at a mid-Wales mansion.
That's such a shame. This is a seriously good find.
And deals to be made in Derbyshire.
Oh, wow, look at this. Come on, you're a dealer. You're going to sell them or not?
Drew Pritchard is one of Britain's leading decorative salvage dealers.
Oh, that's interesting. That's astonishing.
He scours the country in search of weird and wonderful objects.
Oh, wow, look at this, T.
Chase it, bang. Get in.
He'll cross land.
Whoa, it's all gone down my back. There we go.
This is fun, Drew.
And water
Heads down.
in his hunt for treasure.
Go on, then. Hit me with a price.
There's nothing he won't buy.
I mean, it has been deactivated.
With help from his wife, Rebecca, and a team of renovators, he transforms thousands of items from junk to gems. It's a Monday morning in Conwy, North Wales. An antique salvager, Drew Pritchard, is preparing to hit the road in search of more stock for his shop. This week, Drew's made plans to visit a number of new business ventures. Fledgling businesses with a fresh take on antiques could make for an interesting salvage opportunity. But, as ever, Drew's aware of the potential stumbling blocks.
I'm always intrigued when people have new business ideas and look at different ways of making money from architectural salvage and antiques. I'm also like the fact that a lot of people who own country houses are now diversifying and finding new ways of making money. But I've got to deal with business people buying this week, and it's going to be very, very difficult for me to make a profit.
Drew's salvaging companion and designated driver is his best friend, T. They're heading to Northumberland and the village of Bellingham to visit Hesley Side Hall, the ancestral home of the Charlton family.
Who are we meeting at Hesley Side Hall today, then?
We're meeting William and Anna.
Anna and I and our 3 little children moved here about 1.5 years ago, but the Charltons, my ancestors, have been living here for the best part of about 670 years.
Set 12 miles from Hadrian's Wall, amid grounds landscaped by celebrated 18th century landscape architect Capability Brown, Hesley Side has been occupied by the Charltons since the 12th century reign of Richard the Lionheart.
They possibly want to do some development to the outbuildings and the house. So they've said, would you be interested in just coming and having a look at some of the furniture and the overspill?
Oh, nice.
It is a great privilege living here, especially to have our children growing up here, to wake up every morning and have fantastic views. But it does come with a lot of responsibility and hard work.
It's lovely, but could we go somewhere warm occasionally?
Oh, man. If I could go and buy antiques in Barbados or somewhere, we would, but unfortunately we can't.
Just buy rum in Barbados, I think I'd do it.
Oh, look at that. Park the van right in the front here. Yeah. Let's make the place look untidy.
There you go.
Got your thermals on?
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
William. Drew.
Hello,
How do you do?
Anna, pleasure. How are you doing? The house is stunning. This setting, wow.
It is lovely.
Wow.
Yeah,
and then
we're
you,
very lucky.
then you come into this? Wow. Well, tell me, how did this come about?
What is this all about? Well, the stained glass windows you're looking at there, they are the family crests of all the women that my ancestors would have married, neighbouring estates.
I haven't managed to get on it yet.
No. It's just stunning. And it looks like, I mean, I can't keep out of this room as well.
Do you come and have a look?
Yeah. Wow. That's, I know, do people just walk in here and do that?
Yeah, there's a lot of stargazing.
That's beautiful. That's incredible that survived.
Well, this room was once used for storage, I think, in the war, and there were lots of candles here, so the whole of that was just candle black. And my grandparents set about cleaning it all off, and I think it survived remarkably well.
That's amazing. And then you just look down, you know, you've got the proper avenue there and the tree-lined driveway.
It's Capability Brown.
Wow, this house just gets better.
Especially when it's snowing.
Yeah, the snow adds to it, doesn't it? Yeah. Well, I know that we're here to sort of see the house, but I know we're here for another reason, really, aren't we? So I'm fairly sure there's nothing in the house for sale.
Yeah, not right now.
Not right now. You never know, but OK. All right, OK.
As I say, it is very much a family house, but a house like this has to earn a living. So we're thinking maybe in the future events or weddings, and we've got some outbuildings which are just filled with bits of detritus, and we're thinking maybe we'll clear those out and turn them into holiday lets so other people can come here and enjoy this lovely landscape.
Yeah, we want to share it.
Yeah.
William and Anna lead the way to the outbuildings, which Drew hopes will yield some bespoke country house salvage for his showroom.
Right, come on in here,
More
Drew.
storage.
Storage.
Just stuff.
Just stuff, yeah.
Great. Now I can spot that repair. It's had some work. That's got a half-decent sort of look to it, hasn't it? It's been overpainted, but it could scrape back, I suppose. Just an unusual drawer configuration on it, isn't it?
I haven't really noticed it before now.
This Victorian chest of drawers is made of pine and is missing its original handles. Unrestored, it could sell for around £250.
Not hugely valuable in this state, unfortunately. 100 quid, max, to be honest with you, on that one.
Well, I don't know.
I'm not using it.
No, neither am I.
Yeah. What do you reckon? That's all it would be worth to me, I'm afraid, but no, it's not a great deal of money.
You'll have to do some work on it, won't you?
Yeah, it needs quite a lot of work. I need to sort of try and make 50 quid out of it.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
It's probably where I'm at with it, to be honest with you.
If I just took the first price you offered, I'd be looking like a mug, so I could go 120.
You could.
Yeah? What would happen
Not
then?
going to happen.
So we meet in the middle at 110?
Yeah. Deal. Thank you.
OK.
Hooray,
There
we've
you
found
go,
something.
That one really isn't about the money. What it's really about is putting another piece back into the trade, putting something into the business and recycling that piece again. That's what's really the effort and the point of it.
It's a reasonable start, but the team press on through the outbuildings in the hope of finding something even better.
Come and have a look in the old kitchen, which is through here. Stuffed dead animals.
A lot of them.
Lots of them.
Taxidermy, the art of preparing, stuffing and mounting the skins of animals, was hugely fashionable in the Victorian era, when mounted animals became a popular part of interior design.
Oh, and the scary, cat, wild
Very
cat thing.
scary.
God, that's freaky, isn't it? I'm looking for a paper label on the back, hopefully.
Bird stuffer.
John Malton, bird stuffer. It's worth buying anything that has bird stuffer on it. I'll pay for that. Is that too horrid?
That is...
Sorry.
No, our kids go, oh, the scary cat.
Yeah,
God, it's terrifying, isn't it?
pretty scary.
That's pretty horrible.
It's different.
But it's so bad it's good, isn't it?
Would you have that in your house?
No.
Exactly.
Do we buy something just because it makes us laugh?
It depends.
No. Yes. Thanks, but no. All right.
Deciding to pass on the scary cat, the salvagers are led to the old sawmill, where William is confident that there is something else that will take Drew's fancy.
Oh, great smell.
Yeah, isn't it? It's lovely.
Nice.
There's quite a quirky thing in that corner I would like you to have a look at.
Here. Ah, huge bellows. They come up a lot. I don't think anybody knows quite what to do with them, and they always end up in the corner of sheds. Yeah. They've got a value. They do have a value, but it's not the sort of thing I'd buy, but they are nice.
They're fun.
They're fun, until you have to put them in the back of the van or sell them. Yeah. And they just lose their appeal completely. Not for me, guys.
No, that's all right.
Keep looking.
We'll keep looking.
going.
Yeah. I mean, we've been here a while now, and it's an expensive process to come up here. So, you know, people's wages, and you've got diesel and all these different costs to think about. So to find one, you know, fairly mediocre little piece of furniture is not really enough for me. I've got to find something else. And it's not looking good, to be honest. OK, all right, thanks. Where next?
Having exhausted the outhouses, William and Anna take Drew back to the house in a final attempt to make the Northumberland trip worthwhile.
So, Drew, we've got a few mothballed rooms over here, and I think it's worth just having a quick poke in one or two of them.
OK.
One in here.
Ooh, yes.
Good scale electrics.
Those. That's lovely, but those.
Yeah, we quite like those as well.
These are fab.
They're good looking, aren't they?
Yes, they are. I think they're really rather nice. Just a great shape. Love the colour. They for sale?
To be honest with you, I showed you this one because I thought you might like those, because we really like them, but we haven't really got a use for them, so for the right price, they might be for sale, Drew.
OK.
This pair of 19th century ebonized wooden waterfall bookcases are so called because of their graduated construction. Restored, they could sell for around £3,000.
So if we said, how about 900? How does that grab you?
We're thinking 1,200, 1,300.
It's a really difficult one.
The Salvage Hunters are in Hesley Side Hall in Northumberland, England's most sparsely populated county. Drew's scouring of the outbuildings has yielded one moderate purchase.
Deal. Thank you.
OK.
But these waterfall bookcases could make today's salvage hunt really outstanding.
We're thinking 1,200, 1,300.
Just a great shape. I'll tell you what, look, no messing about. £1,200, I'll buy them.
£1,200, we'll sell them.
Deal. Thank you. Lovely. Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
There you go. That was worth coming for.
It was.
People think that, you know, because they have this house, they're loaded. They're not. Do you have any idea how much it costs to run a house like this? Huge amounts of money. So I'm more than happy to pay them the right price for it. And I think that's the right price. I really do feel that's the right price. And it does leave a margin in it for me because there's very little restoration on them. OK, I think we'll go and get the van round.
Lovely, yeah.
Very nice.
Glad you like them.
Oh, over the moon with those.
Excellent.
Fab. Right, yeah. Oh, I think one of us needs to go on a diet too.
Certainly not me, I'm slim.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers, bye-bye.
Bye now. Good journey.
I would say that is a very successful day. Those waterfall bookcases are really why I do this job.
Isn't the downside of a waterfall bookshelf the fact that you haven't got that many books on waterfalls?
It's niche.
Niche, yeah,
It's
very
very
specific,
niche.
yeah.
The following day, Drew and T braved the freezing conditions to continue their journey northwards in pursuit of a good salvaging lead.
Is that Scotland there?
Well be.
Or is that Scotland there? Because the sea was... Hang on, no, where's the sea?
yeah.
Scotland's there.
Yeah, yes. I'll go with that.
Lucky we got a sat nav.
Yeah.
The duo are still in Northumberland and heading to Ford, near the English-Scottish border, to see an antique store from which several dealers operate under one roof, all overseen by one entrepreneurial antiques enthusiast.
We're up here to see a guy called Keith Allen. He runs an antiques concept business out of a converted dairy in a little village called Ford.
Very nice.
We have a great love of reclamation, but sadly, reclamation has changed a lot over the last few years, and so when we came here, we thought we had to do something just a little bit different.
Keith and his wife Lynn were inspired to open the shop after visiting concept stores in Antwerp, Belgium, where retailers pride themselves on having a diverse range of quirky stock.
Maybe it's a stylised skip.
Who knows? You know, I want to be surprised and interested and see something new. Here we go, the old dairy, architectural antiques, vintage and interiors.
Nice.
Coffee shop and champagne bar.
I'll be there then while you're scurrying around like a skip rat.
Hello.
Keith.
It's Drew.
Drew, how you doing?
All right.
Well, we've dragged ourselves up here, which is beautiful, by the way. But we've come to see your concept architectural and antique store.
Well,
which interests me.
yeah.
In the snow.
In the snow, yeah.
Yes, welcome to Arctic Northumberland.
So really, I mean, I can see the coffee shop there. I'd usually want to dive straight in there.
Yeah,
Cakes,
and
coffee.
vouch for that, yeah.
But I think first we'd like to go and have a look around the shop.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keith takes Drew and T to the main building, which houses stock from over a dozen dealers.
So, Drew, this is the barn, as we call it. It's a great space, and it allows us to...
Oh, yeah, there's more than you think in here, isn't there?
Cram in quite a bit in here.
Yeah, yeah.
But with Keith acting as their intermediary, the prices may be fixed and the scope for haggling limited.
Yeah.
I thought that might interest you, Drew.
Let me guess, are you talking about the huge sink?
Yes.
Yeah.
Teak. Solid teak, Victorian sink.
It's very... Does it come out of a school or something like that?
No,
Big country house?
No, it came from the Egyptian embassy in London. And during the 1950s, when we had the Suez crisis, the embassy was sealed off and locked up. It was only in the last few years that they went down into the basement and actually found it and actually got it out and it was salvaged. But it is an old one. I mean, it's a Victorian one.
It is. It is. So how come it's still here, then? Because you've had that a while, then.
I just like it so much.
Just like it. Oh, it's not for sale?
It's for sale.
Like
it's for sale.
Just out of curiosity, how much is it?
Well, do you know, I paid 1,500 quid for it.
Oh, dear. Let's stop. Those big sinks there would be a difficult sell. I need things I can shift, you know, straight away. Absolutely nothing wrong with the item, a fabulous item for the right place, but very, very small pool of buyers for something like that. Oh, I like these. Do you like those too?
Yeah.
They're cool, aren't they?
Drew's always interested in chairs. He's a big fan.
Everybody needs to sit down. It's, you know, bums on seats. I like those. They're good shape, aren't they?
This pair of late 1950s armchairs were made in France and feature their original vinyl covering. They could sell for approximately £400.
He's asking £295. What sort of leeway do you have price-wise with your dealers?
I've got a bit of leeway.
Is it 10% or more?
Yeah, I can do a bit more than 10%.
I'd need to chop a lump off that, to be honest. I'd be at 195. I know that's a big discount.
Can't do it.
Can't do it. Even though they're cool,
yeah,
love the colour, not sure there's... because the vinyl sets them at a value. You know, that's it, they have a value. They're not going to ever get over that, so... It's always worth asking. You can always say no. You don't have to say...
I haven't completely said no yet. I might split the difference with you. What about that?
No.
No?
No, I can't. I think that's... I think that's all their money. I just need to think about it. Usually I make a snap decision within a second, a split second, and say yes or no. But with those, I just like them so much. My brain is saying, I really like them. My business brain is saying, don't touch them. Tricky. Can't decide, which is unusual. Usually I decide in a second. Can't decide on these.
They're too comfortable, you see.
They are comfortable. You're right. No, they are comfortable. I'm going to go round and think about them.
Yeah, all right.
How's that?
With his ability to make a deal curtailed by the fixed prices, Drew continues through the store in search of some cheaper options.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if you've sort of seen the sort of things like, there you go. There's something I like straight away. That's lovely. The mirror.
Yeah, a little dressing mirror.
Yeah. Vintage mahogany dressing mirror. A bit of sun bleaching and whatever else to it. Original pieces, original buttons on there. Nice thick veneer. They put vintage on this. It's actually very, very early.
These are nice.
19th century.
This mahogany dressing mirror is labelled as vintage, which implies that it could be up to 100 years old. However, Drew suspects that it may date as far back as the early 19th century, and with some restoration, could be worth around £150.
So, £35. £35. Sold.
OK.
I'm not even going to bother trying to make money off that.
I think you might have a find there, Drew.
Yes, I think so. Every now and again, you get a bargain. And I got one today. You know, your hands up. I did. Perfect. You can carry it.
Oh, lovely.
I think it's sort of, how can I put it, sort of antique karma. That I think if I'd have bid the guy really hard on something that was already cheap, he'd have probably knocked some money off. But that'll come back and bite you, I'm sure.
The fixed prices may have started to work in Drew's favour, but he has yet to come to a decision about the vinyl chairs, and Keith needs to speak directly with the owner of the items before bringing the price down any further.
I love their form. I like the size. I like everything about them. Condition is fantastic. It's just their vinyl. They have a certain value, and that value can't be exceeded. So really, no matter how much I like them, it's only a couple of £100. I do need to think about it in a business sense as well.
Drew Pritchard is salvaging in Northumberland, in the extreme north of England. At Keith Allen's antique concept store, he's agonising over some expensive vinyl chairs.
Can't decide.
But has Keith convinced the owner to part with them at a price that Drew is willing to pay?
So, these chairs, you've been to have a chat with the guy?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Well, do you know, he's reluctantly
Said
yes.
Brilliant. So I'll take them. Thank you. Thanks for that.
He's happy to let them go.
Yeah, that's great. I'm going to get barracked when I get back to the shop. Why are you buying vinyl chairs? But hey.
He's got a knack, all right. You know, you can go into a room where there's hundreds of items, and to pick just the right thing out for you isn't easy, and he's definitely capable of doing that.
Would I make a special trip to come up here again? Yes, it's great.
Very nice. Can we have 4 boxes of scones?
The bonus is they've got a wonderful little coffee shop where you can get a cake on site, and that bit of the concept, I think, was great.
Oh, lovely scones.
They were good.
Can we go on more jobs with scones on?
Yeah, every single job from now on, that's it. If it's not in a cafe, we're not going.
The Northern Salvage Hunt has been a real success, and with a van full of stock, the salvaging team return home to North Wales.
Welcome.
Hello.
After a quick unload,
195 quid for the pair, 10 minutes work and they're ready for sale.
Cool at my games room.
and some positive feedback from the team.
It's not your normal, but the design's fantastic.
Yeah.
Got somewhere to sit now in the tea room. No.
They're ready to kickstart the restorations. Restorer Gavin doesn't need to do much work on the small dressing mirror, as Drew is keen to retain its original character.
It's like a man mirror, isn't it? You'd have this on your dressing table next to your bed. You wake up in the morning and have a look at yourself. It's going to be a good day.
A polish and a coat of wax renders it showroom ready.
And that's it. Take it to a lettering house, be photographed and get it on the website.
The vinyl chairs are in excellent condition, so photographer Hesley immediately gets to work.
The chairs from the old dairy, not my bag. I'm not a great vinyl fan, but it has its place. And Drew would always turn around and say, "Trust me," and I do.
It's a new day and a new salvage hunt for Drew. He's heading to Clyro in Powys to visit Baskerville Hall Hotel, a salvaging opportunity that's been organised by T.
So today we have Baskerville Hall in Clyro.
As in Handle Baskerville?
That's the very fellow, yeah.
Oh, really?
They'll be meeting David, the owner of Baskerville Hall Hotel, and Phil, the caretaker, who's charged with maintaining the house and its significant grounds. Built in 1839 and set against the backdrop of the Brecon Beacons National Park, it's been said that the house was the inspiration behind Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's novel, The Hound of the Baskervilles, featuring Detective Sherlock Holmes.
It's inspired me as well to a new purchase like your lovely hat.
Ladies form an orderly queue.
It was built as a private home for the Baskerville family. They sold it and the local authority used it as a secondary school, and now it's used as a hotel, and we also have the nightclub.
Baskerville Hall's numerous business ventures, combined with its long history, could mean some forgotten treasures for Drew.
Is everything for sale in there or just bits?
And if you like it and it's the right price, he will sell you anything.
That's good.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It is very nice. You always got to like a house that's got a long drive, haven't you? It says something about the place.
It's in the middle of a field.
Yes. Yeah, right over here, I think, would be good.
Lad.
Hi, David.
How are you doing?
Hello.
Nice to
I'm
see you.
T. This is Drew.
How are you doing?
Come to look round your lovely hotel.
Very good.
We're interested in everything, and I believe there's nothing off limits today.
That's right. That's right. No problem at all. I will introduce you to Phil, and he will show you around.
He's going to give us the tour.
He'll give you the tour.
So who do I do deals with?
With me.
So I talk to Phil.
Yeah.
Do a mental list.
Yes.
Come see you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fine. OK,
Brilliant.
deal. We can do that.
OK.
Thank you.
Drew and T are introduced to caretaker and tour guide Phil, who leads them straight to the hotel's music room.
This is the music room. As you can see, it's got a beautifully decorated ceiling.
That is lovely, isn't it?
Absolutely
Wow,
gorgeous.
They spent some money on this place when it was new, wouldn't they?
And of course, you've got the fireplace.
Well, yeah. I was... as soon as you walk in, you can't miss it, can you? Because there's nothing else original left in the room at all.
And it's in really good condition as well.
It's in
isn't it?
beautiful condition because it's not been messed about with. The whole thing, I mean, the chimney piece, I do buy the odd chimney piece, and the insert's a pretty good one. This hearth, this cast hearth here, that's quite a rarity as well. You don't see many of these. But the mirror, I mean, they're saying nothing's off limits today. The mirror would be my sort of thing.
This 19th century overmantel mirror is over 7 feet tall and features its original mirror plate. Once restored, it could command around £2,000.
So can we put that on the list of potential maybes?
Well, I think
it's worth asking about.
It's worth asking about, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is definitely something I want. It's a cracking piece, and if they're ever going to sell it, I want to be the guy they sell it to. I can't believe they would, but you never know. Well, let's put this down there, because that I like.
Yep.
Even though, you know, see the distressing and everything, I like that. OK, next room, then, because there's nothing else in here for me.
With his shopping list underway, Drew is taken upstairs to see the furniture in one of the unusually decorated guest rooms.
Here we go. Drew, this is room 5.
Oh, wow.
My God.
That's fantastic.
And this is a much sought-after room.
That is... I love that.
Beautiful, isn't it?
That is just fantastic.
It's like it's directly out of the Fort Capri.
Oh, that is
Look at that.
thing
Fair
of beauty
dues.
and joy forever.
Do you want me to add this onto the list of things we're buying, Drew?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, you having the wardrobe as well?
Oh, it's a double whammy. I can't cope.
What more can you ask for? That is beautiful.
I love that.
And look, a nice dressing table to match.
Oh, dear Lord. Yeah, it's fantastic.
You could be looking at 10 or 12 quid.
No, that much?
But a push.
That's for everything, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
Is that how much you're giving us?
Oh, God, I'd love to see my wife's face with that there. Do you know what? I probably would. I probably would have a go at that. It's so odd. It's so much of its time. I can't believe I'm actually even contemplating buying that bed. But I think it's just... It's so bad. It's good.
OK,
Right,
so we move on a
next?
little... Show us some more delights.
Please.
Baskerville Hall Hotel has had several incarnations, and the life cycles of the house are reflected in the disparate hunting grounds.
Now, not a lot of people know about this.
Ooh. Can I go in there?
You can do, yes.
Nice one.
Go on, you Welsh. You should be good at mining and stuff.
Let's do wonders from my back, T.
Oh, joyous.
Well, actually, you'll probably be one of the first for a long, long time that's ever gone down there.
You found anything?
There's a lot of dirt.
OK, is it worth much?
And glitter. Whenever you're offered to go into something like that, nobody apparently has been down there for years. Who knows? You know, the absolute pleasure and joy of this job is that.
Any joy?
Nothing so far, just loads of old theatre lights, but not like old ones. Unfortunately, when we got down there, it was all late 70s stuff, early 80s stuff at the very, very latest, and all in really bad condition. Nothing really there for me at all. I'm coming out. Oh! There's nothing down there.
There was.
There's nothing now. Nah, nothing. Next place. I am.
After a disappointing rummage under the stage, Phil leads Drew to the basement, where much of the hall's unused furniture is stored.
There we go.
Blimey.
Give me a shout if you're going to fall, because I can run.
Watch that, is steep, T.
Yeah. This is where we keep all our electrical bits and pieces and spares and...
Mind if I just jump up here?
No problem at all.
Nah, cobwebs. No. This is the sort of place I usually find great stuff. Because if something's broken in an old house, you go, stick it in the cellar, it's just down there, chuck it in. Great, because if it's down there, it's going to have been there down there a long time. Who knows?
No, I can't trust you in a bike or two, can I?
Oh, you can always.
That's quite a nice old bike, isn't it? But it's quite a decent bike in its day, this was. You know what I mean? It's got very good rims on it. These bikes, they're really collectible now, particularly even sometimes just the bits. So it's like, it's okay, it's a middle-of-the-road bike with some good bits on. But it'll supply parts for somebody, but I don't think it's worth a lot of money, to be honest with you. OK, next cavern.
Right, I think we will go up to the lockups up the farm, I think.
Next up are the outbuildings, which house overspill from the hall's days as a school.
And this, is, I'm afraid, Drew, is one of our store areas which is not being kept very tidy.
Blimey, OK.
Go on, fetch.
Brilliant.
In his element, Drew is keen to dive in to hunt for forgotten treasure.
If you get out of there, Drew, you win a goldfish.
Oh.
You good?
Yeah. There's an awful lot of these. See?
Yeah.
Strip a bit off one of these.
Yeah.
Because there's, like, 20.
Ah, they're different colours.
Ah.
Ah, they've made them up out of bits.
Yeah.
It's a shame because there's probably about 60.
And they're all covered?
They're all covered. Is there any more of these in the house?
A load in the piggery, I'm afraid they're still covered, I think, so you might want a bit of work on them.
All right, can we go to that piggery place now?
We'll go to the piggery place.
The salvaging team head to the piggery in the hope that the second stash of chairs might be in better condition than the first.
Loads more of these. Loads more. There's about 400. I'm assuming everyone that's got a cover is damaged. That's such a shame. This is a seriously good find in terrible, terrible condition.
Restored and reupholstered, these 1960s school chairs could sell for approximately £40 apiece.
Is it worth the risk?
It depends. Sometimes you have to walk away. As we walk back down, I'll give it some thought, but I think really I'm a bit sketchy on it. There's hundreds of chairs there, and every other one, at least, has got something wrong with it. So half are lost straight away, 50% are scrap. It just comes down to what David's going to say now. I've got to really decide whether or not the time put into this lot is really going to pay dividends.
With Drew's decision hinging on owner David's reaction to the chairs, he heads back to the main house in the hope of striking a deal.
Hello.
Hello.
Didn't find much, to be honest with you. We did find a very, very large quantity of these.
Yes.
What would you do for all of them as they are? The problem we've got is a lot of them have had the back covered and the seat covered.
Recovered?
No, over the top.
Yes, yes.
Because they're ripped on the sides.
Yes, yes.
So I need to know how many of them were good before they were covered.
They would all have been damaged before they were recovered.
Every one?
Every one. Because that's why we would have covered them.
OK. That answers my question. That's a no, then. That's a shame, because there's hundreds of them up there, isn't there?
Yes.
They're all damaged, which is a real shame, because that would be a fantastic money earner for me and the business. That's the way it is. Off we go. So the only thing really we're ending up with is maybe the mirror.
Right.
Is that for sale?
Yes.
It is.
The 19th century overmantel mirror is one of the few original pieces that Drew has managed to find at Baskerville. Restored, it could be worth around £2,000.
What would you want for that?
Oh, well, you make me an offer.
$500.
I think I would accept your offer, actually.
Great, thank you. Sold. We'll have that.
Very good.
We'll come back down for it. Very surprised. Very surprised. Come to the place at the hand of the Baskervilles. Not many people can say that. I bought the mirror at the hand of the Baskervilles' living room. Cool.
The surprising sale has rendered the trip to mid-Wales hugely successful.
Well, thanks for the talk.
Thank you very much, Drew.
Cheers.
Thank you, T.
And after making plans for the mirror to be collected by a larger van, Drew and T bid farewell to Baskerville Hall Hotel.
Blimey, Charlie.
Old man noises getting in the van again.
Oh, you know when you're getting old, when you only get up out of something, ooh.
You have a cup of tea?
Get them heaters on. What do you think of that then? We've been to the home of the hand of the Baskervilles.
We have. And do you want to go on the hat?
No, mate. The hat's really is you.
I don't. Is it? That's the way. Isn't it? It's not that way.
That's it.
Yeah. That's the look.
That's good.
Yes.
Back in Conwy, Alex, the French polisher, has been working on the Hesley side bookcases. Mixing powder paint and Indian ink creates a matching ebonized colour to repair damages in the paintwork.
We don't want to take away any of the fading, any of the original patination they got on there. We just need to get that blended in.
A final wax polish, and it's ready for Drew's inspection.
These have come out well, Alex.
Yeah, really well. But we haven't gone overboard, you know, we've kept that sort of original look. Just tidied in all those little sort of dints and nicks and give them a good polish. But yeah, they come out lovely.
Hopefully, they'll sell quickly. In fact, I don't need to hope they're going to sell quickly. I don't really want to sell them. I think they're great.
They look perfect.
And it's back on the road again, as Drew and T are hot on the trail of a new salvaging opportunity. They're heading to Ripley, near Derby, to see if they can make some deals at a local builder's yard.
We're in Derbyshire.
We're in Derbyshire today. We're going to see a guy called Billy at Ripley Reclaim.
Right.
It's your old school salvage yard.
So we could find some gems.
But we'll see. I'm hoping to be pleasantly surprised.
I've seen a lot of stuff that Drew's interested in, and I think we're a bit like-minded. I mean, I like collecting a lot of things for myself, and sometimes I can't bring myself to sell some of the things that I've got, but they'll get a fair crack of the whip, like, you know, if there's anything for sale.
What's Ripley famous for? Why do I know the name?
Ripley's the name of Sigourney Weaver in Alien.
Oh, yeah, that's where I've heard it before.
Yeah.
Do you not feed them after dark? Or is
No.
Is that Gremlins?
Yeah. And me.
Billy.
Okay,
nice to meet you. How you doing?
How are you? All right.
Good, thank you.
Hiya, mate. How are you?
I love your yard. Can we start having a look around?
Yeah, how so?
Yeah. It's a really good setup, this, Billy. It's nice.
I like the way it's laid out.
It's tidy, which is unusual.
Drew and T head into the yard, which Drew hopes will reveal some useful architectural salvage, and his eyes quickly alight on a potential treasure.
So I do like that.
Oh, these?
Yeah, they're interesting, aren't they? Where'd you get them from? I know they came from a ladies and a gents, but...
All right. Leeds a lot. But it actually says, what's the name of that football ground?
Ellen Road. You're more It is Ellen Road, isn't it?
football ground, yeah.
That'd be nice if it is, that, wouldn't it?
It'd help a bit, wouldn't it?
These 1920s bricks were reclaimed from a public toilet and could potentially be used as decorative items for the home. With minimal restoration, they could fetch around £180 for the set.
How much are these?
I don't know. 30 quid each? 30, 60, 90. It'd be... I don't think they dare at that, but I mean, if it did turn out to do that and you did your homework, you've just dropped onto probably the bargain of the week, would you?
Do they come as three?
Well, yeah.
It's got to come as three. So you want 90 quid. I was more thinking, can we do... I'm not going to beat you up too much. Can we do sort of £75?
I don't think that's too far away. Yeah,
it's all right. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm really happy with them, Billy. Yeah. Aren't they great? Yeah. Like they're just different, aren't they? Yeah. They're different. Yeah. That's a good start. It's what I'd sort of expect, but didn't expect to find in a yard like this. And they're wonderful, aren't they? Ladies and gents, cool colour, little arrow on them. Great first find. There you go. That's, see, they're not even heavy, are they?
No.
No. He complains, you know, about putting stuff on the van.
Oh, no. He makes me work for a living and everything.
I like to carry 10 on.
Right, then. Should we carry on having a look round?
Yeah, fine.
The first deal is made and the ice broken, but Drew thinks he may have overlooked a possible find at the entrance to the yard and is keen to retrace his steps.
I'll tell you what I did spot when we came in, Billy, was these doors.
OK.
Not that one.
No, not that one.
That one.
OK.
This one I think I prefer.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Yeah.
These 19th century pine doors are hand-painted and a unique find. Restored, they could be worth around £1,000 for the pair.
How much are these?
Be about £100 per panel. And the cost of the door, which would be 70.
So 940 quid. It's just too much. Too much for me to see a profit on them, to be honest with you. They're lovely. The quality is good, but not great.
No, OK.
I'll fire a price out at you, but it's nowhere near what you're asking. I don't see the adding the value of the door on top at all, to be honest. I see them at 400 quid for the pair, all in. I can't be shifted on it because I know what I can get for them. That price is not going to go. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. And
come on, you're a dealer. You're going to sell them or not?
6.
No.
£600.
No, I'm at 4. It's a yes or no. Black and white's 400 quid.
At Ripley Reclaim in Derbyshire, Drew's discovered some rare painted doors, but fellow salvager Billy is driving a hard bargain.
£400.
Today. Sold. Lovely. Thank you very much.
It was a rough guess at what I was going to say. But...
I think that's fair. Most of the time when I see something, I get a value instantly and say, in my head, that's it. And I tend to stick to it. Sometimes can be swayed a little bit, but with these, there was just no way. There was one price and one price only. I think you're making more money than me.
You think so?
I know so.
Well, that's how it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
I know. A little glint in his eye there, isn't it?
It's another good deal for Drew, and Billy's yard holds further surprises.
This is brilliant, Billy.
You like this, don't you?
This is fantastic. Look at this, T.
Yeah.
That's how to display door furniture. That's really good.
Until someone comes and buys it.
Yeah, well, somebody buys that one.
Yeah, I know. I'm not too...
Love door furniture. It's so interesting.
I mean,
Tell you what, is that one for sale?
Yeah.
What would you want for that? I'll just put my finger over that.
Oh, I've seen that one. I've seen that one. Yeah, you just...
Have you got the other side?
I think I have, yeah.
You're joking?
I think so.
This 1930s Rolls-Royce door handle is likely to have been reclaimed from the headquarters in nearby Derby and would have been custom-made for an office door. A bespoke item like this is highly collectible. A two-piece set could be worth approximately £200.
How much do you want for it? Especially if you can get the other one.
What, the other?
That's good.
Shall we have a look first, or do you want me to give you a price on one?
Give us a price, go on.
30 quid.
30 quid, sold.
Yeah?
There you go. Yes, we'll have that. What a find. You've got a piece of British history in your hand. That is a wonderful thing to find. I'm genuinely excited by a door handle.
Just behind you there, Drew. Just halfway down.
That's it.
You found it. Well
Brilliant. Well done, T. Very observant.
I did say there were two, didn't I? Okay.
So that was 30 quid the pair, was it?
No.
No?
No. Well, we hadn't sponsored that one, had we?
Well, this one here now. So how much is this one?
That's got to be 200 quid. No, no, so I'll do it as the same, 30 quid each.
30 quid, yeah, we'll have them. Okay. It's a great, they're going to go to a good home. We literally have got the Rolls-Royce of door handles. Superb find so far, very, very good. I'm so excited about it. Well, you don't expect to find bits of Rolls-Royce lying around here, do you?
No.
Super.
Okay.
With another satisfactory purchase made, Drew follows Billy to the rooms above the salvage yard, which house his personal collection of antiquities.
This is brilliant, Billy.
Do you like it?
Yes. Yeah, I like it a lot.
A little bit of music?
Yes, please.
There you go.
That fits, doesn't it? It's nice.
I think, yeah, that suits you as well, Drew.
This place has got everything from lighting to bits of Gothic furniture, architecture, bits of churches. This is more, I think, the real sort of Billy. I think that makes his money, and this is where he has his fun. And also, this is more interesting to me as well. A little bit of a hidden gem. Yeah, it's nice. I like it. I buy a lot of these lights. I see you've got a few matching ones here.
Yeah.
Are they wired up? Are these lights for sale, or are you just using them, or are they for sale?
I'd sell them.
Yeah?
Industrial opaline lights almost always entice Drew to make a bid, as they are big sellers in his showroom. But first, he needs to establish exactly how many lights he's dealing with.
So you've got 1, 2, 3.
3.
That one's slightly different.
Is that not the same?
No. Yeah, those, and then you've got one,
two, three,
three
four,
of the,
five. Yeah,
you've got three of the small ones as well.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 5 big ones.
1,
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Opaline lights are popular features in restaurants and shops, and complete lights like these can be hard to find. With minimal restoration, they could sell for around £180 a piece.
So, how much are they each then? What are they going to cost me each for the big ones first, say?
Well, the big ones or the little ones, I would
Same
do them
price.
all at, yeah, same price, about £65 each, I thought.
They're a little bit too expensive for me.
I think so.
A little, not just for me. I can go to, if I bought them all,
Okay.
I'll buy them all, how does 45 quid each grab you?
50. Okay.
I'll take all those. Yeah, all in all, a good day. We managed to pick up a good haul of items, so well worth the time, well worth the diesel.
Yep.
Hi.
Well, I'm not bad with characters, and I think he's a pretty straightforward guy, and I know that he knows what he wants.
Rolls-Royce fan.
We've not done bad, actually. I hope that, you know, we sort of have more dealings in the future. He's a lovely guy.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good stuff. Enjoyed today.
Yeah.
Good fun. I think that's probably as close as you and I are going to get to a Rolls-Royce.
A handle.
We did manage to buy a pair of bricks from Alou today.
Yes.
I think they've got a little bit of charm to them. If you had them in your house, just as a pair of doorstops.
In the toilet?
In the toilet.
Why you'd want the doorstop in the toilet, I'm not sure.
No.
That would be weird.
With a successful salvage hunt wrapped up, Drew and T head back to North Wales, where Drew's wife Rebecca and the restoration team are eager to see their purchases.
Come have a look at these. You like these? What do you think?
I love them, absolutely love them. Fab. I mean, painting's gorgeous, actually. As soon as we clean them, hopefully they'll just come straight in and sell immediately.
Like a view out of a door.
Instead of windows.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You can use them as bookends. You can use them as doorstops.
They're brilliant.
Drew's keen to get some of the smaller items onto the shop floor as soon as possible. Electrical engineer Ollie sets to work cleaning and polishing the opalines.
These are in a bit of a state. You know, you've got to be very careful when you're polishing them. If you take it too far, you know, there's no character to them whatsoever. But these ones won't be too difficult.
While Aleri photographs the bricks for the website.
I think my favourite, actually, is the ladies and gents brick. Very simple, colour grade, and Drew's idea of bookend, fantastic.